It's Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
Wonder,
Yeah, what up? What? Right here.
yo, the feds ain't playing fair,
Not at all.
bro. This nigga tried to get a pass to go to his funeral. The feds turn around and expose you been having phone sex with another bitch. What the hell that had to do with anything?
Oh, damn.
Man,
That's
y'all didn't see
petty.
that? I told you that,
That's
right?
petty.
Yeah, they exposed you and other people's phone time. Did they mention RAYSHAWN Williams in there?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they did.
Did they mention he lived with you, you killed him, and you didn't go to his funeral?
Yeah, they said you didn't even go to his
Damn.
funeral. Why would you go to your own son's? They listen. I don't.
Yo, we need to. How many pages is that shit, bro?
So let me see. 17.
Bro, we need to go through that. This is
I got it. I got it. Y'all ping up and share the room. Y'all know where
Let's
y'all at.
go.
Give me a
That's crazy as a motherfucker.
y'all hear R&B going our little rap song in the background.
What?
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I do.
Let's go.
They can hear that.
She in the booth? Oh.
Oh man, she on some other shit. Look at her.
I hear it.
Hey, Wack. When was the funeral date?
I think it was supposed to be on the 21st. They was trying to do
21st. So
because
that's what, 4
they
days.
held the body up. You know, dude, Muslim.
Oh wow.
Now the AUSA ain't going for none of that.
None of
AUSA
that.
said, nigga,
Y'all ping up and
you
share
been
the
on the
room, yo.
phone having phone sex with your girlfriend. RAYSHAWN Williams lived until you killed him. You didn't go to his funeral.
No
They
statue.
saying all kind of crazy
Had
shit.
he been apprehended during that funeral or they hadn't?
AUSA, the feds.
Oh,
Nigga, we got to work. Yeah, Eddie Boy went down there and pulled to work.
What the fuck is the AUSA?
That's the DA in the feds. They don't call it a district attorney.
Damn, that's cold shit.
Feds play different, huh?
Way different.
It is a response. So they're just responding to what he filed to get out. So look at it how you want to look at it. They they kind of responding. So all right, y'all ping up and share the room. Y'all know where the hell y'all at. Huh?
Motherfucking big DR.
Yeah, bro. United States District Court for the District of California. Brief in support of detention for defendant Eugene Henley. This is filed 11/16/2025. So hot off the presses. United States Plaintiff versus Eugene Henley, aka Big U, aka Unk, aka Droz, aka Hannibal, aka Hannibal Muhammad, aka Anybody Killer, aka Dave Austin. Pay attention to that, aka Dave Austin. If you know, you know. Memorandum of Points and Authorities. Introduction. For a parent to have to bury a child is a tragedy that none should suffer. For a parent to miss that burial is yet another tragedy. Unfortunately, such is this case here. First, regardless of the circumstances, the factors set forth in the Bail Reform Act still apply. And here, defendant Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, is charged with the murder of a young man. So right off the bat, they get into it. Also known as Big U, is charged with the murder of a young man who himself was buried by his parents, a funeral that defendant famously did not attend, despite knowing the victim his whole life, managing his music career, and paying for the trip that would be his last moments on earth. Amidst the other vast and sweeping allegations in this case, the Bail Reform Act continued to demand detention based on danger and risk of non appearance. Second, defendant cites to a single district court case in which a court granted release in order to attend the funeral. This single instance, however, is believed by a standing number of cases in which courts have routinely, if not uniformly, denied requests to attend funerals. Ultimately, defendants released for any amount of time creates far too great a risk to justice in this case and to human life. Jesus. To human life? Defendants should remain detained for the safety of the community and the victims and witnesses to his crimes. In defendant's own words, and they quote, "If I would have had a problem with any man, the issue would have been resolved, and he wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be here, and can't no one beef with me. Because if he do, I'ma kill him. Period. Point blank. I am going to murder. I'm going to murder him." Hmm. So they use his own quotes against him. Defendant now knows. Oh shit. Okay. Defendant now knows he had his discovery. Defendant now knows who has reported his crimes and may seek to make good on those threats. Those are risks this court cannot allow. So he has his discovery. It says here, defendant now knows who has reported his crimes and may seek to make good on those threats. Yo, they are taking no chances here. Y'all come off the mic and ping up and share the room, bro. Y'all see that part? Like,
Yes, sir.
They covering
Damn.
all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
they say he already. There's no way. They already know who's reported his crime. So that means that anyone that's already telling, they already got.
Dude.
It says defendant's crimes are famously contained in the criminal complaint and lengthy indictment. The government has also detailed the reasons for his continued detention in connection with the defendant's original bail determination. Thus, the government will not repeat here, but respectfully request they be incorporated by reference. This is where they get into his in custody conduct. While in custody, defendant has demonstrated his unwillingness of inability to comply with conditions. Okay. In order to fully assess defendant's temporary leave requests, the government obtained and reviewed his phone communications in federal custody. These communications revealed a complete, if not wanton, disregard for the rules, willful attempts to evade discovery of those violations, and continued attempts to obfuscate and hide his comps. For example, defendant has utilized other inmates' BOP numbers, other pins, and accounts to complete hundreds of calls in violation of rules. So they got him on hundreds of calls utilizing somebody else's pin. In each of those calls, the inmate whose account defendant is using speaks first to verify their voice before handing the phone over to the defendant. So they already got him on that call. In at least half of those hundreds of calls, defendant then has the person he is calling add a third person via encrypted applications. Oh shit.
Bro, they're gonna show that he been talking to his informants that's telling on him,
Holy
telling them
shit.
in order for you to keep informing, you gotta pay me. Like this shit get wild, y'all.
Wait,
This
what
nigga,
the
yeah, keep on, yeah, yeah.
oh,
You gonna end
shit.
up going through this again, nigga. This is wild. Pay
They said
attention.
over half the calls. Alright, this is alright. Let's y'all ping up and share the fucking room. Defendant instructs those callers only to ever use encrypted applications for such three-way calls and to utilize only those same applications when discussing any of his business. Whew. Defendant also instructs the callers not to greet him with traditional Islamic phrases because it may alert BOP that he is using other inmates' accounts. In each of those calls, the operating system states that the sharing of inmate numbers is a violation of BOP policies and that three-way calling is against BOP policy, and that both will be subject inmates to disciplinary proceedings, obviously. The content of those calls itself are also in violation of BOP policy, as the majority of the calls uses other inmate numbers or to an individual that defendant refers to as his girlfriend. And there's a footnote here. It says defendant uses his own account almost exclusively to call his wife, while he uses other inmates' accounts to call his girlfriend or others. Oh, the Feds is on some shit. Okay. The Feds is on some shit. Oh, man. Give me 1 second. It says in each of those calls, the operating system states that the sharing of the inmate numbers is a violation. All right. Oh wow. The content of those calls itself are also in violation of BOP policy, as the majority of the calls uses other inmate numbers or to an individual identified that the defendant refers to as his girlfriend. In those calls, the defendant discusses how to thwart BOP mail policies so that the defendant can receive illicit photos of her while incarcerated, as well as hiding those photos in legal folders while simultaneously engaging in phone sex. Freaky ass boy, you a sissy on guard, huh? Defendant and his girlfriend have also devised a scheme in which his girlfriend will sign up for a single paralegal class so that she can visit him in custody, subverting MDC rules that only allow for immediate family or legal visitations. Defendant also has discussed sending messages to his co-defendants. Oh shit. Defendant also has discussed sending messages to his co-defendants who are on pretrial supervision with orders not to contact co-defendants. A desire to enforce a rule that no one in the case be allowed to plead guilty unless defendant does. Wait. Let me back up a second here. They got evidence of this? He's pressing the co-defendants that they can't plead guilty? Y'all ping up and share the room. Let's break this down. Defendant also has discussed sending messages to his co-defendants who are on pretrial supervision with orders not to contact co-defendants. A desire to enforce a rule that no one in the case be allowed to plead guilty unless he does. Getting in touch with a confidential informant or snitch, according to the defendant in this case. Hiring and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a team of lawyers, investigators, and paralegals. Damn. Oh, shit. Wow. Well, hence his argument why he should be detained. Holy shit. The 43 federal charges against defendant, the damning evidence against him, his dangerous history and characteristics, and the risk to numerous specific individuals and the community at large if he were to be released, all support his detention pending trial, and caution against even temporary release. The tragic circumstances that have arisen since his incarceration do not necessarily compel his release. Wow.
You repeat that last one you said, bro?
Hold on, let me scroll back up. It says the tragic circumstances that have arisen since his incarceration do not necessarily compel his release. So basically saying the fact that his son died, rest in peace, although it's a tragedy, do not basically compel his release due to his danger to the community and also to the witnesses already. And the confidential informant, it says here. So they got evidence of him pressing the confidential informant, contacting the codees, pressing the codees that they can't take a deal. They can't plead guilty unless he pleads guilty. Wow. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. They got evidence of all of that.
He keep digging that hole deeper and deeper.
Yeah, but that's all coming from the jail calls, and that's all coming from the communications in the jail. That's crazy that he thought that he was gonna get away with that third party with the encrypted application shit. They said over half the calls, bro. And now they tell you what he been up to in there. They know all about it. But the key, though, you hear that key point? They said that he got discovery. He know all the confidential informants. He know all of that shit. So they can't let him out. Danger to everybody.
Every fucking body.
Remember, he tried to go per and try to get his own lawyer. Say he was going to be his own lawyer. So now that he got all that discovery, now they ain't gonna let him out. Yeah, I ain't know all of this, bro. That's crazy. They got him pressing the witnesses, pressing the codees, saying they can't even take a fucking deal, pressing the confidential informant. This is a lot, bro. And the murders in this paperwork too. Y'all come on the mic. What y'all think about this shit, bro? What you think about this shit, bro?
Okay, I'm right here, bro. I'm just
I got to
driving
get
in
this
this
shit.
rain.
This shit.
Yeah, I'm right here.
That
I'm
shit, all
driving
that
now.
shit sound crazy,
Yo, did
bro.
you get to
For
the
real.
part where the
Uh,
niggas is charging the people that's cooperating against him?
yeah, I seen that. That shit was crazy. Hold on. Want me to read it again?
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Let me read it again.
If they want to, and then some of his co-defendants, if they want to take a deal
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah, I just read
and
that
come
part.
with a plea, they gotta pay.
That
This nigga
shit was
dumb as fuck.
crazy. Hold on. Let me get that part again.
Him. What the fuck that mean?
That shit was crazy.
Yeah. What that mean? You think a nigga ain't out here to collect?
Nigga say you can't take a deal before me.
He trying to extort his co-defendants?
I think he started the co-defendants and the rats. Well, they gonna fuck over this nigga, bro. I'm sorry. They ain't showed us half the shit they got. This is crazy.
All right, here we go. Here we go. It says the content of those calls itself are in violation of BOP policy, as the majority of those calls uses other inmate numbers or to an individual identified that defendant referred to as his girlfriend. In those calls, defendant discusses how to thwart BOP mail policies so that defendant can receive illicit photos of her while incarcerated, as well as hiding those photos in legal folders while simultaneously engaging in phone sex. Defendant and his girlfriend have also devised a scheme in which his girlfriend will sign up for a single paralegal class so that she can visit him in custody, subverting MDC rules that only allow for immediate family or legal visitations. Defendant also has discussed sending messages to his co-defendants who are on pretrial supervision with orders not to contact co-defendants. A desire to enforce a rule that no one in the case be allowed to plead guilty unless he does. Getting in touch with the confidential informant or snitch according to in this case, hiring and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for a team of lawyers, investigators, and paralegals, despite defending current retainment of two CJA funded attorneys and otherwise coded communications. So he having them pay for a lawyer when he has already a funded lawyer.
Wait up. So no, I think you missing it. He got the people sending money for a lawyer, but he still got a motherfucker. Go ahead. But he still got a public defender.
Right, right,
Did
right.
you catch that?
Right, right. Two CJA funded lawyers, right? He already got a funded attorney, so
Yeah, he already got. So they intercepted his phone calls
right.
where he got people dropping off money.
Oh shit.
You follow it?
I'm following. Oh shit.
He got people dropping off money for an attorney that
Don't
he's not,
exist.
that don't exist.
That's dirty game. That's wow. Yo, you see that part where they already said he got all this discovery? He already
What is
know who they already know all the witnesses against him. Ooh, that's bad.
He a cold nigga.
And nigga said everybody gonna pay, goddamn it.
That's crazy.
Yo, reread that shit. Is that the final? That was it?
Yeah, that was the last part. The next part is just the legal standard where they talk about the Bail Reform Act. And it's like little legal mumbo jumbo. And they talk about how he should remain incarcerated due to a risk of the community. The 43 federal charges against defendants. So he got 43 Fed charges. The damning evidence against him, his dangerous history and characteristics, and the risk of specific individuals and the community at large if he were to release, all support his detention pending trial and caution against even temporary release. The tragic circumstances that have arisen since his incarceration do not necessarily compel his release.
Did they mention RAYSHAWN Williams in there yet?
Yeah, in the beginning they did.
What
Let me go
they?
back to it. They said, let me get to it. Okay, they said for a parent to have buried a child is a tragedy that none should suffer. For a parent to miss that burial is yet another tragedy. Unfortunately, such is the case here. First, regardless of the circumstances, the factors set forth in the Bail Reform Act still apply. And here, defendant Eugene Henley Jr., also known as Big U, is charged with the murder of a young man who himself was buried by his parents, a funeral that the defendant famously did not attend despite knowing the victim his whole life, managed his music career, and paying for the trip that would be his last moments on earth. Amidst the other vast and sweeping allegations in this case, the bail reform act continues to demand detention based on danger and risk of non appearance.
They saying, motherfucker, you didn't go to RAYSHAWN Williams' funeral, and you was free for that. They threw that. They was shooting a dagger on that.
Bro.
Pass out some ice
Cold
if you want.
peace. Cold peace. Yeah, they say that you knew him your whole life. And you managed his music career. And you paid for the trip that would be his last moments on earth. Ooh, man. You see this next part here where it says ultimately his release for any amount of time creates far too great a risk to justice in this case and to human life.
Yeah, so the judge got a rule. Like, was this filed the other day?
Um the date on there is 11/16, I believe. Give me 1 second. Yeah, 11/16.
Oh, god damn, nigga, they was working on a Sunday. So that just got in front of the judge today.
Damn. Yeah,
So that,
the hearing date was November 17th at 1:30.
so okay, so we should see something tomorrow.
Yeah, probably the DACA should move tomorrow. If not tonight. What time is it?
Mm-hmm.
9:45. Yep. I'll check tonight.
Mm. That Marvin Johnson dude, did his court date come? I thought it was coming. Or was I tripping? Prince.
It's a messy
That
mom,
Victor,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Victorville shit. Yeah, the one that them niggas talking about me and R&B made a police call on this. These niggas is fucking delusional, bro. Nigga talking about we called 911 on.
I thought we
Yeah.
already debunked all that bullshit.
Huh?
I thought we already debunked all that bullshit.
Well, it ain't nothing to the buck because he ain't never showed it, but he said it. But remember, you couldn't get into the
Oh yeah, the foul, right?
yeah. But he was supposed to have a trial or preach something in November. I ain't no damn fool, nigga. Your motherfucking attorney then already gave you all phone recordings, all 911 calls, all of that. My woman got a very distinctive voice, nigga. You know? See, but what it is, these niggas is running around here screaming a nigga name and some shit ain't got nothing to do with him and trying to use that as a basis, but yet don't want to provide it. So you got to show it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to show it, nigga. I believe we had the dates. I kind of forgot.
I'm looking through it right now. He went to court on January 14th, 2.5 weeks.
Nah, he had a November something.
Look at this.
Hello? Yeah.
Shit, we here. We just letting the dust settle.
Let's get right to it. It's Ray TV.
Welcome to the big beehive, motherfuckers. Don't meet up now. Sure. Fine.
Holy fire in this motherfucker.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
I
I'm
think
trying to go to
everybody
the jump
mind
start
blown.
real quick.
I'm like, damn.
This shit's crazy.
That's some mind blowing shit.
So he talking on a regular jailhouse phone.
Yeah. They got the nigga
Oh,
having phone sex with his girlfriend. His
that's
wife going
crazy.
crazy as a motherfucker.
Crazy.
I know his wife is losing her fucking mind.
I got it. He had a prelim for 11/12 at 2025 in Victorville. 11/12 was what, 5 days ago?
Yup.
That was a prelim. And then he got another prelim. His prelim was set for 11/14. That was what, 3 days ago. So that's his prelim.
When they say prelim, what you mean? For trial?
Like preliminary or something?
Preliminary is where that's his last time where he can basically find out all the evidence against him.
Got you. So they didn't gave him everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
So trial date ain't been set, or they gonna give him a.
It'll be after the prelim. That's where like the cop will testify basically all the evidence they got against him. That arresting officer, whoever the detective is, they'll bring the evidence, and that's like right before it goes to trial. I have that last hearing on if it'll come in or not. To my understanding,
So he got another court date set then, cause both of them then came and went.
yeah, we're gonna have to re-pull. This was from the last time we pulled it on him.
That's crazy. Squeezing niggas still.
He telling the niggas, the deal, you gotta pay me.
Period.
That shit crazy as a motherfucker.
The fact that he
That's
think
huh?
he already got that's Cody's don't make no damn sense. You think the Cody wasn't gonna tell him?
Bro, some of them niggas is cool. You know what? That's letting him know that they cooperating like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. He got to discover, right? Don't forget, he said he pressing a confidential informant in that paperwork too.
What?
They don't just say which one.
Oh, so they saying he pressing it.
Yeah, well, this nigga ain't even been sentenced yet, so they really about to be.
Oh, they gonna
That
blow.
nigga trial gonna be fucked up.
He gonna fuck around and get another superseded indictment on top of all of this shit.
Did it to itself. Did it to itself.
Nigga talking crazy on the Fed phone is wild. I don't get that one right there.
But you see, where the way I kind of burnt that whole Muslim card too. Because remember, they say in the paperwork that he told everybody not to even don't agree with
Yeah,
anything
Tony.
Islamic, so they don't burn whatever they was using with that whole shit. They don't burn that
Right.
whole network up.
Mm. There we go. Dumbest criminals, bro.
Cause now you gotta look. That's a whole nother conspiracy where you pressing co-defendants and everything like that. So they using it in the
Right.
pen. You pressing the call confidential informers. Niggas really agreed to that. That's a different conversation. That's a whole car you just burned. Got more on a conspiracy now. I mean, you want to
Mhm.
really talk about it? Talk about.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
about that. You just done put yourself in some more shit. You already in some deep shit. Mm. Yeah, it's raining like a motherfucker.
But see, that's another thing too. Keep it G. Just getting in contact with your Codys in a case like that is a no no. Are you gonna You're gonna get in contact with the Cody, press the Cody that they can't take a deal, then have the Cody pay for your lawyer that don't exist. So that's extortion on top of that, witness tampering on top of that.
Mhm.
Like what, nigga?
And the informant. So that's
On top of that, you don't think a superseded indictment gonna come?
mm. We about to get some more motherfuckers locked up.
And he ain't got a paid lawyer.
Yeah, but he got everybody sending him money for the paid lawyer that he don't got.
That nigga still scamming this folk.
That nigga still
Bleeding, man.
crazy.
Mm.
They ever said who the girlfriend was? I'm being messy. I don't know these people, BNS. BNS, it's your turn. You take over the content now. I don't know niggas.
Listen, I'ma look about our tomorrow talk shit Tuesday. This is crazy. It's like he think he bigger than God's program. I don't think he. Some people be in denial. I think he's in denial because why not have a good lawyer?
Well, that was
Well,
the
I heard
thing.
the
He got,
nigga
he got
wasn't
his
smart.
discovery faster, but you seen what he did with
Mm-hmm.
it, right?
Yeah,
It says twice that he pressed a confidential informants in the paperwork. So, I mean,
maybe he just need his money to stack up. You know, he already know how it's gonna go.
I
I mean,
mean, that's why they want to let him out because look what they alleging he doing.
Right. And
it's
he just
crazy.
proved it.
Yeah, damn. Man.
He did that thing we was charging you with. So you gonna plead guilty to it right now, or you want the buck? You ain't gonna let that nigga out.
Yeah, they say he made hundreds of calls, bro. Hundreds. If they got think
Crazy.
about all right, think about it, right? Let's just set it up. You think you got him, right? You want some third party to the encrypted app, to the other joint, to the other joint. But you don't think that they just tell the people to watch every time that you go to the phone to use it?
I'm saying you not smarter than that. Like
I
you
don't I
don't
just
think they
don't
gonna
get
see
it.
that shit?
Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know it. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you got to do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there we go. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them gone. God bless. Peace.